You're listening to the Weekend Game Plan with Matthew Ross. Brought to you by Royal Ceramic, the consumer and contractor destination for incredible tile selection and much more. Visit royalceramic.com. The Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690.
Welcome back. Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690. Double game day, 2:30. We'll have the Rocket against the Marlies. 3 o'clock. Rocket Marlies. Good Lord. Rocket Marlies at 3 o'clock. 6:30 pregame for Atlanta United versus CF Montreal. 7 o'clock is kickoff. Grant Needham, Joey Alfieri and Grant Needham on the call. Of course, Sean Campbell and JP O'Connor taking to the air for the Rocket game. Let us get to the next thing.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Oh, it was a long night. Let's welcome in from the Suburban, Mark Lidbetter, sports@thesuburban.com for his email address. Mark, let's start on the pitch.
Yeah, and when Canada Soccer announced the class of 2021 for the Hall of Fame, it was very appropriate that a former Lac St. Louis athlete was among the inductees, given that this is the 50th anniversary for the Lac St. Louis Regional Soccer Association. And Dollard native Annie Caron will be joining the prestigious members of the Hall. And Annie was 6 years old when she started playing soccer at Dollard des Ormeaux. And over the years of her playing, Caron was a Jubilee Trophy national champion with the Dorval United squad, a top scorer at Canada Soccer's national championships. She was a runner-up at Canada Soccer's Women's All-Star Championship. She's a three-time Coupe de Quebec provincial championship winner. She was also a three-time CIAU, now U Sports, first All-Canadian team, and a one-time CIAU second All-Canadian team member. And she was also one of the 6 original members of Canada Soccer's women's national team. And in July 1986, also participated in Canada's first FIFA's Women's World Cup in June 1995. Now, she's twice shared the program's goal-scoring record with 1988 became the first Canadian with 3 international goals. And she's logged 34 international A appearances from the 86 to 95, has silver medals from 2 CONCACAF championships, and she's tied for 4th all-time amongst Canadian international football. Annie had a club career in Canada and Italy. She's a member of the Quebec Quebec Soccer Hall of Fame and the Concordia University Sports Hall of Fame. This is an amateur athlete. This is somebody that plays for the love of the game.
Very, very cool. All right, elsewhere, Mark, chess? What?
Yes, checkmate on that one. Matt Starr, Director of Athletics at JPPS Bialik, has a banner to hang thanks to the superb season that the Bulldogs chess squad had in GMAA Virtual Chess League that recently wrapped up. Bialik ran the table with a perfect season, going 9-0, and the title was decided in a stiff matchup against Kells Academy, with the Bulldogs coming out on top. The team of Sam Levkowski, secondary 5, Tyler Schwartz, secondary 4, Ben Krivorot, Sec 3, and Nathaniel Coonan, Sec 1, did their school and Coach Alex Levkowski proud with their efforts. And the key to the team's success was the fact that the entire team has several years of experience playing chess. Even 12-year-old Coonan has 6 years of learning and playing the game. So hats off to them on that one.
Wow, fantastic. All right, elsewhere, Mark, let's dive into the pool.
They made a big splash at the 6-day FINA Diving World Cup that recently took place, and that was Team Canada. Now, this was the final qualification and test event for the Olympic Games, and there were 8 finals at the event held at the Tatsumi Aquatic Center in Tokyo, which will also be the venue for the Olympics. And the highlight of the World Cup for Canada was Kaylee McKay and Megan Benfito's gold medal in the women's 10-meter synchro event, which secured a spot for the Olympics. Now, Canada finished the event with 5 medals, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 3 bronze, thanks in a large part to local divers from Quebec. On the opening day of the competition, Vincent Riendo and Nathan Zombor-Murray qualified for the Tokyo Olympics with a third-place finish in the men's 10-meter synchronized final. On the women's side, Jennifer Abel and Melissa Citrini-Beaulieu also found the podium after finishing second in the 3-meter synchronized competition. And on the final day, Thomas Siprick, he finished 16th in the semifinals of the men's 3-meter springboard event, but that kept Canada in the running to unlock an Olympic spot in the men's 3-meter individual event, because Diving Canada will learn if they receive a spot after other federations confirm their rosters to the FINA next event that's being held. And they'll be distributed by FINA based on the 2021 World Cup results. But up next for Canada's top divers is the FINA Diving Grand Prix, which is going to be held at the end of the month from May 27th to the 30th.
Very cool. Sportsatthesuburban.com for the weekly segment, and we'll talk to Mark next week. It's Weekend Game Plan here on TSN 690. Up next, Habs Breakfast. Pete Jensen of NHL.com will join us next. We'll talk a little Habs Leafs, but all of the playoff series as well. Stay tuned.